Hey guys, how are you all doing? I was supposed to shoot this podcast 2.5 hours ago, and here we are. Procrastination is the real challenge, in our day-to-day lives. And there are days when I'm doing pretty well, and then there are days where I am at the mercy of I don't know what. This week is quite hectic and challenging because I'm moving houses, and this is the first time I'm doing that. Everything all on my own. It's just me and my mother right now. We moved into this house like 3 years ago now. That time my dad was around. My dad looked for this house. You never know, what will happen. It was not even in my wildest and the craziest and the darkest and the whichever imagination that my father won't be around. It's a strange thing, whenever I feel supremely challenged, a part of me, rejoices. A part of me feels some sort of an excitement. Like I'm looking forward to shift gears, Like I'm excited to figure out how will I come out of it. Sounds pretty sick, but it's not. It's pretty inspiring to me, and I really appreciate and cherish this thing about me, and that I've never chickened out from anywhere or anything. If my heart knows this is the path, this is the right way to go about it, then I know God will open up the ways. I just have to be humble and show up and have faith. Maybe to have this awareness is a proof of my faith. So yeah, I'm looking forward to shift into my new house, and I don't know where that would be. I'm hoping it to be in and around because my gym is pretty close from here, so I don't want to go too far. And above that, my priority and my prayers are for, like, my mother should not go away from the park because she has lots of friends over there, and it has taken like close to a decade for her to make those kind of good friends. So she won't ever say what she wants, but it's upon me that I have to see her heart and truly know what she truly wants. Mothers never say what they truly want. Kids should strive to cultivate the understanding that is beyond what the eye see, because parents won't ever ask, won't ever tell you, won't ever share. Sometimes good kind of a force is good. You have to force them to kind of treat them because they won't take it. They have spent their lives just giving us. Suddenly they can't take anything from us. It's not natural to them. Sometimes you have to really use a little bit of force, just to treat them, to take them out, to allow them to be themselves. They are so used to kind of sacrificing what they truly want and their wants and wishes for us, that to even do what is fun for them, they feel guilty in that. Some sort of a guilt creeps in. So that's when you realize the greatness of our parents, how wonderfully skillful they have been and they are, to love us, to take care of us, to give us things, and to kind of stop us from doing things that might harm us without really truly offending us. Yeah, we might throw a tantrum or two, but deep down we are not that offended that we'll be carrying some sort of a wound in our hearts for the rest of our lives. At least not in my case, so I'll speak for myself. I was just telling my mother last night that if a child thinks that they know better than their parents in any way, like parents can be illiterate, if kids are educated and they have studied abroad and they think that they know better than their parents who are illiterate, then I think those kids are failed, and they have become delusional. You can never surpass your parents. They have this divine understanding of something. They brought you into this world, They have lived more than you. And that is why greatest sages and saints, they bow down in front of their parents. Even Gautam Buddha, they speak about their parents with utmost reverence and respect. Because parents are so great, they themselves don't know how great they are. And they won't ever know. Maybe that is the meaning of being a good parent. They are not seeking any sort of validation. They are not seeking any sort of glory or some sort of a certificate in the end. That's why it's a selfless job thing, a selfless duty. They are not doing it for anything. They are doing it for doing it. It's a pure bond, I'm speaking from my experience. So my heart keeps breaking all the time that what can I do to comfort my mom? What can I do to make her feel at ease? What can I do to allow her to be more of herself? I think about my father often. I rewind sometimes some moments spent with him, and I realize what he meant by that. Now I realize what he meant by that. That time I did not know. I've really battled with this feeling, feeling of regret, and it breaks my heart. Oh my God, thinking that, oh my God, that's what he wanted, that's what he meant that time when he was saying that, when he was behaving in a certain way, when he was demanding a better understanding of me, and I did not know, and that is so humbling. That how delusional and how ignorant we can be. And that time I used to think that I understand life, and I know I get it. That's how I used to be that time. And now when I look back, it's like it's very humbling. And that when I always go back to this feeling to ground myself today, to remain humble, to know that yeah, if I am being righteous, if I'm having strong opinions, if I'm even thinking that I know a little bit better than my mom, then I know I'm being delusional. Because when you're being right, that time you're not loving. You just want to be right. You just want to be right. And if you will be right, then you will just be right. Either there can be righteousness or there can be love. The only evil that there is on this planet, it is just righteousness. Your righteousness against mine, mine against yours. In both cases, what is happening in the end? Conflict. We're standing against each other. If in the end one person wins, another person loses, it's a defeat of humanity, of the relationship, of the movement. It's a failure from both ends. I feel the destination of every disagreement, argument, discussion should be inclusion, a deeper understanding. If it strengthens the separation further, then I think you become more deluded. I'm super grateful. I won't be stretching this. And guys, have a good day. Take care. See you next week. Love and peace to each one of you. Bye.